state pageant. The age group is from 14 until 18 for teen, and for the teen division. And I'm currently 16, but when I go and compete at nationals, Miss Teen USA, I'll be 17.
And so there's a possibility of not only winning here, but winning other places, and even having so much success that it might even entail a career change in reference to what you're doing, etc. Which is to say that you might be tied up in architectural whatever now, but in terms of being successful and having an opportunity to meet the great Donald Trump and et cetera, that might, you have to have a real commitment to architectural engineering after that kind of spotlight hit you. And I think that spotlight has already hit you, you see.
Well, right now I'm still focused on architecture, but I've also been looking into and doing my research on mass communications and hopefully maybe hosting my own show one day like you are, or possibly being a radio air host. So.
All of those things buy in together. You don't necessarily have to be proficient in all of these areas, but once you have a desire to do whatever you wish to do and you've been successful, and that's one thing about success. Success breeds success. If you've been successful, it gives you a kind of confidence perhaps now that you've never had before. And so you're ready, and I'm sure that the family, as you can testify, is really behind her.
We are.
And you've indicated that the church is behind her, and your organization, your workplace is behind her, and et cetera. So I don't see anything that could, in a real sense, keep her from being successful.
That's true. I also have to mention that Miss Emerald Fluker and
Emerald Mitchell.
And I'm sorry, Miss Emerald Mitchell and Kiefer Fluker are behind her 100%. They're part of the Moves and Grooves Incorporated and Ladies of Purpose, as well as Ladies of Experience, which is Queens by Experience. I'm sorry, Queens by Experience, which is one of the mentoring programs that she also participated in, which is run by Mamie Jackson and Miss Tiffany Love. Shanice has gone through these tiers. It's definitely been a journey from here to here, you know, to where we are today. And we're just so delighted to have all of these people that have participated in her growth process.
And you look like you're ready for it. I mean, because I think that when you look around at what you've already accomplished and the people that you've met and the kind of influence that you've already been under, as well as the kind of influence that you've helped to spread. I think you said that you were involved at Fort Campbell. Now, what did you do at Fort Campbell?
I had the opportunity to go to Fort Campbell, and I modeled in a USO event, which was a fundraiser. Sherry Hill, the dress designer, she donated prom dresses to the unfortunate Army young ladies whose parents were, whose father or mother were in the Army and currently serving. So through that, I went to Fort Campbell and I modeled on the stage, and then after we got finished modeling, I helped a young lady pick out her prom dress, and it really touched me because I knew that I had a hand in making her smile and making her
successful in a real sense, and I think that that's what it takes to make a journey to be Miss Teen USA. And I think that so far you've made quite positive aspects in reference to that journey. And over the last minute that we have here, as one of the sponsors, what would you say in reference to people that could assist you perhaps in helping to push her toward that final part of that journey?
Well, you know, prayer is always in the forefront. We ask for prayer. I can't necessarily solicit for sponsorship at this point in time simply because she's under the tutelage of Greenwood Production, and they do sponsor a lot of the things that Shanice currently participates in. Transportation is something that I have to worry about myself, so we transport her to and from all of the events around the state, and sometimes we even have to buy a plane ticket to other areas in the country. So prayer It's always in
prayer is the
need.
most
Yes,
important thing,
absolutely. It
and
is
with
very
prayer
important.
you're sure that you can make it. And I think I know you and your family well enough to know that if prayer can get it, then prayer will get it.
That's right.
Because I think all of you have demonstrated how God-centered you are, and I think that she simply exemplifies that, and we are certainly delighted to have had an opportunity in doing whatever we could do in reference to pushing her forward. And I think that the journey that she's making is a journey that is well worth making, and she will probably recognize that later on. And she might be able to say, who knows, that perhaps this show might have given her an opportunity to cross that last barrier.
That's true.
And of course, let me thank the two of you for coming by and giving us that excellent information this
Appreciate
morning.
it.
And let me encourage our audience to tune in again next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.